Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the front line with Joe and Joe Pasillo and Joe Rossinello. And once more, let us go into the breach. Joe, you know a lot more about what's going on in Canada. You've been following a lot, doing a lot of clips over the last several months on Trudeau, on Poilievre. What's the other guy's name? Bernier, and all the
Bernier,
shenanigans.
People's Party.
Yeah, the People's Party up there. And now Pierre Poilievre, the things I hear him say, I like. Is he going to be the ideal politician or leader for me as a conservative? I don't know. I think he says and stands for a lot of good things. Some things I hear I'm a little dubious about. But here's one thing I like. I like the way he went back at this reporter and took the narrative away from her. Let's watch this.
A number of your own comments and actions have been characterized as dog whistling to the far right.
By who?
By a number of different. But I think it's been characterized by that way. But are you trying to court? Are you trying to court the far right?
Sorry, I just need to clarify. By who?
By a number of different experts and a number of different people who work in this. Okay, well, I think it's been established that this is a concern. Are you trying to court the far right vote?
Who are these experts? You say that there are experts who are saying this. Who are they?
My question is, are you trying to court the far right vote?
I'm sorry. Your question seems to be based on a false premise. You can't even tell me who these experts are. It sounds like it's just a CBC smear job.
Now, you see, I like that kind of plain talking. No, you can't speak. That's what he told the reporter. She kept trying to get in her question, but she had to preface it first by saying, people say it's a dog whistle, which, of course, makes Poilievre racist, just like Joe and Joe are racist, just like everybody in the country who disagrees with the left is a racist. Even if you're black, Joe, by the way, you're a racist, okay? So what I like about what Poilievre just did was he said, no. And he embarrassed her, by the way, Joe. It was embarrassed. As a reporter, that woman must be embarrassed because he called her right out. Who's saying that it's a dog whistle? Who? You? You know what it was? I'm going to hand it over to you, Joe. You know what it was reminiscent of? I forgot the reporter tried to pigeonhole Donald Trump and get him to make a comment on QAnon. And Donald Trump just kept saying, I don't know anything about them. I disavow racist, white supremacists. I don't know about QAnon. And the reporter kept saying, I just told you. He says, who are you? Basically, he told her, why should I trust you? That's what Poilievre just did. He told her, he says, who are the people? Who are the experts? Who's saying that they're dog whistles? You're saying it's a dog whistle, and I'm not letting you get away with it. Joe Rossinello.
I agree with you 100%. You have to back people into the corner and call them out publicly, and he did that. But I'm going to take it another step further.
Okay.
If you believe that the press is neutral, you are completely out of it. Your head's in the sand.
You're out of it or you're lying?
One of the two. You're not living in reality. I used to comment on it years ago about the New York Times during the Obama administration. You had what was they killed that guy in the Middle East. What was the situation? He was the ambassador in what was it? Lebanon? Not Lebanon. What the heck was this? Right before the election, the guy got killed.
Not Gaddafi.
Benghazi.
Benghazi. Oh, that's right.
And they didn't even cover it. And I used to be like, this is insane. They just allowed a man to die. It was on like page 40.
And then they allowed Hillary Clinton to go in front of Congress and say, what does it matter at this point?
Right. So, I mean, like, it is so obvious. I mean, what they did during the election, I don't even comment on it anymore because it's just so evident. But this is where I say I'm going to take it further. I wouldn't even talk to them anymore. I really wouldn't. I am not inviting someone into my house that is intentionally trying to destroy me.
Right.
I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type out a one-pager. Here's my comments. It's going to be lawyered up. Do whatever you want with it. Right. I'm not talking to you. You're the National Enquirer. You have no credibility. Zero. You lost your credibility. I'm not inviting you to press conferences, and I'm not giving them.
I would invite them to if I was the press secretary in the United States, okay, or even in Canada, if Poilievre does gain power, which God willing he does because Trudeau's just a disaster.
He probably will.
When I would invite them to the press room, let's say when Donald Trump becomes president, before they kill him, if I was his press secretary and I get up there, all right, I would stare right at the liberals and say, I'm not calling on you. James Rosen, next question. And I would call on all the conservative outlets. And when they yell, I'll say, excuse me, this is a place of civility. I didn't call on you. Stick it to them, like Poilievre just did.
I just think it's a waste of time.
Debates
are a waste of time. Those stupid, like, sessions where we have a liberal, we have a Democrat. The news has no credibility.
Right.
It is a joke. And the good news is it's going to die soon. Because to be truthful with you, if you look at the numbers, the big podcasters, Tucker Carlson, Russell Brand, they get millions of views.
We're going to have to cover
than any of them.
We're going to have to cover it, not in this video. Google just made
I saw it.
A real big move as far as censorship is concerned. If these conservatives in the Senate and the House don't call the CEO, I forgot his name, of Google, call him to the carpet and ask him, why are you doing this? Why are you stifling free speech? If they don't do something to break these companies up, Joe, I tell you what, we're already finished.
Because they're in the bag.
These guys are. Here's real quick, Joe, and then I'll give you the final word. These guys seem to be willing to go down without a fight. Fight, damn it. I don't care if I go down. Just fight, please.
Joe, I'll be honest with you, because they're in the bag. They're in the bag.
Do you think Ted Cruz is in the bag? Or Mike Lee?
He is. Because here's the thing. It's like John Roberts. John Roberts is in the establishment. He went to Harvard. He's rich. Why would he risk his position for you or me? I'm talking about your neck. Your neck. They're not going to.
Right.
And they know that if you buck the system's going to kick back and you lose your power. And they're not willing to do that. None of them are, by the way. And that is why, I'm going to be honest with you, people have to figure this out. We're fighting over crumbs that net out to zero. The system doesn't work anymore.
Well, something's got to give.
It's going to give eventually.
In which direction? That's the only question we have to ask ourselves. Let's leave it there. Let's support Pierre Poilievre and people who actually talk to reporters like he does. Push back on them. Don't give them an inch. Thanks for joining us here at the Frontline with Joe and Joe. Stick around for more great content.
To all my Canadian American friends, if you like what we do on the front line, I'm asking you to give $1. Just $1. Production costs money. We do it for you. We are self-funded, and $1 goes a long way. That's less than a cup of coffee. In Canada, a cup of coffee might cost $5. So you're getting off easy. Please just give us $1 and we'll keep the content coming your way. God bless you. And remember, stay free.